Nick from RGA Academy. What I'm going to do today is show you how to fire the straight right, okay? Different ways of setting it up with the footwork, and then from there we'll build it into a workout. So what we're going to do first is we're going to be into our stance, and straight right, what I'm going to do is I want to shoot it from basically my chin, my jawline, straight all the way out. Once again, I want to turn my back foot like I'm putting out a cigarette, turning my knee in. This is what we call textbook, okay? My hands could be here, this position, or I can overturn it a little bit more, depending what you're trying to achieve. So from here, turn. Make sure your left hand comes back to protect your other jawline, and then come back to your stance. So rotate your hips, rotate back. So what I'll do is when I rotate, I want to make sure that my feet are shoulder apart, because if they're not, and I rotate, I'm going to lose balance. I'm going to start leaning too much. This is going to correct your balance, it's going to correct your stance. So once we've done the straight right a few times and understanding the mechanics of it, make sure it starts from the foot all the way up. I turn my foot, and then the last part is my hand and my arm making the movement. So now we're going to do that moving forward. So there's different kinds of ways of firing the straight right. I can advance forward. So I take a small step with my front foot, but as my right foot steps back into my stance, I turn my toes at the same time, and I'm going to fire my right hand straight back to my stance. If I move backwards, I can either step my right foot back, and then when my left foot drags back, I turn my toes on the right foot. So from here, I step back, and if I fire my right hand here, I'm leaning too much. So I need to drag my left foot back to be back in my stance to fire the right hand with turning my toes at the same time. So it looks a little bit like this. 1, 2. So I'm punching, turning my toes, and stepping, dragging my left foot back simultaneously. So small step, and then all three simultaneously. So that's moving forward and back for the right hand. Once again, my opponent's moving to their right, I step to my left, keep up with them. Same to the right, I take a small step with my right foot. As my left foot comes to go back into my stance, I turn my right foot, and I fire my shots, making sure my left hand is protecting myself. I can also fire a straight right to the body. Once again, when I fire my straight right to the body, and even to the head, it does pay to step your foot on a left foot on a 45-degree angle, because it's going to get my head off the center line. Because if I just walk in straight in like this, they might fire their punch at the same time. So I want to kind of get my head off the center line a little bit. So even if a punch does come, I can slip it and work out split entries. So just keep that in mind. When you go forward on your right hand, take a small step on a 45 and fire that shot. Now another one moving back is the shuffle we did before. We shuffle back, but as soon as I land my right foot, I turn for my right hand. So again, shuffle back and fire the right hand as I turn my right foot as it drags back. We also have a straight right to the body. Once again, step on a 45, low. I keep myself tall if I want to utilize my knees and my kicks afterwards, or I could go for the level change. And then obviously you have a moving head, so it's harder target to hit. We obviously also have little setups as well, which means I can now switch my stance, and instead of going for a kick or a knee, I switch and fire my rear left hand. Because since I switch stance, now this becomes a cross, or the straight left. So from here, switch, fire your shot. Simultaneously, not switch then punch, same time, switch and punch. And another one we can do is a nice little bit of a intermediate level, is basically bringing your knee up like you go into strike with a low strike. Even it could be a kick, pull back, land your left foot forward. It's going to be the Superman punch. So from here, pull back, left foot skips forward. At the same time as I land my left foot, I fire my right hand. So from here, fire the right hand. Good way to try and practice that to keep your balance. So there's a few variations of throwing the right hand, and just one more is instead of me going straight down the middle, I'm going to curve it. Slight curve. Because if people like to parry the punches, I'll give them some straight ones down the center line, and then once they parry it, then I know I can then curve around their parry. So it's just another way of firing your straight right or straight left, depending if you're southpaw or orthodox. So there's some straight rights for you. Get training, and we'll put it into our workout soon, put it in combinations.